Hi, hello, and welcome back. So today we are continuing our journey in the new Archon quest. So I do hope that we actually can finish it today, get some closure, and finally meet Durin. I know I'm kinda annoying with this, but I really want to meet him. So without further ado, let's get started. Not so much of you actually, from what I saw, enjoyed the video that I posted last time. But you know, it I I understand, since many people think it's annoying if a streamer is reading the story. And quite honestly, I'm not so entertaining just yet. I have to find my own way in doing things. So, okay, let's get into it. Oh, okay. So let's get teleported in the Tevat and let's start. I think we are now heading to a meeting with Varka and everyone else, so I'm kind of curious how this is all going to work out, especially since Arlecchino is in equation right now. So yeah, let's do it. Hey.
みんな無事に戻ってこられてよかった。
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece. Where's Flint's and the others? And what about Nefer? So we're missing a few people.
俺が一足先に来たんだ。
I returned ahead of
アイ
them.
ノやイネファと一緒に踊りの機会を設置し
Flint's
て
is helping
計画のため
Aino.
に時間を稼いで
And
Nefer
Nefer
については
is...
姉さんは今後片付けに忙しいから
Oh, wrapping things up at her end.
先
Okay.
に合流してくれって
She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering. Okay, let's see it.
なるほど。
Let's
じゃ
get
あ
right
早
into
速
it.
本題に入るとしよ
Hey gang, so Rarier had a fiance. That's a interesting lore bomb, I think. Let's
う。こ
see.
の人がお前たちの連れてきた助っ人か。
Oh, so she's right here with us. Who do we have here? You brought someone else to help. Oh my god, so now we are actually working with Fatui. Great.
はじめまして。コロンビーナとはお茶会仲間で、今回は招かれてお手伝いに来た。アルレッキーノと呼んでくれ。
Oh, that's so amazing. I've been invited here as a long-time Tea Party companion of Colombia. You know what I mean. I'm Arlecchino. Give us the reaction.
あれは
Surely it can't be.
この瞳どこかで見たことがある気がする
I saw those eyes in the memories we just saw.
そうださっき姉さんが見せてくれた月の狩人の記憶の中だ
アルレッキーノか。
Fatui Harbinger. So either you share a pretty uncommon name or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy. Well, I'm sorry, Varka. You're not the only one who has good connections.
大団
You're
長
well
さん
informed,
は見識が
Grandmaster.
広い。モンド出
A
身。
man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Notkrai, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seems to hold a special place in your heart.
そりゃお互い様だな。
Sounds like you know all about who I am too.
ゲンファトゥス
A Fatui Harbinger. Lauma, calm down.
急に雰囲気が
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can just start trusting Fatui Harbingers even at a time like this.
軽々しく信用できない
少し気になるんだ
I
が
must admit though, I'm a little
月神の嬢ちゃん
curious.
はもう
Seeing as the
神を
moon
離れた
goddess
と
no longer belongs to the Fatui,
ど
what
うし
makes
て
you
危
so
険を
willing to
冒して
put
ま
your
で
neck
手
on the
伝おう
line
とし
here?
てくれる
Actually, yeah. Is it just because Arlecchino sees Colombina as a friend?
などくらいはモンドに属していない。それなのにファルカさんもこの土地の
Fair,
ために戦っているだろ
Not Prey is not part of the Mondstadt. Why are you fighting in here then?
う。報酬よりも制御不能になるリスクを避けることを優先すべき場合も。
Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. This is interesting because I personally had Arlecchino for someone who does not involve herself unless it, you know, helps her in some way.
もちろんメリットが全くないというわけ。
Okay, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all,
それは
but that's
私と
between
コロンビーナ
Colombina and
の
myself.
個人的なことで。
Arlecchino was instrumental in helping us save the whole fontaine. I'm confident we can trust her. Yeah.
申し訳ない。そなたを疑うのは本意ではないのだ。
Yeah, fair. Like Fatui had been a huge pain in the Ford in Cray. So I understand why Laoma is cautious.
ここにはここの暮らしがある。しかし、ファデュイたちはこの地
Yeah,
に来てからず
Fatui
っ
have
と
treated everyone in Notcry with nothing but hostility. So
過去に両者の間に多くの不愉快な摩擦が存在していたことは十分に理解している。
sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably.
根本的な利益の衝突は有効的な手段で解決できるものではない。
That's true.
故に
That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. Like, who knows if Arlecchino knows that she is going after Rerir, who has been haunting her entire lineage? This will be interesting meeting.
誠意を示して早速一つ
I can help Colombina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her
個別の
power.
月髄を見つける方法を知っている。他の議題はある。
Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
誠意を示す
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. Like, can you blame her though?
しれっと話題を
But she
次の議題
clearly
に
wants to
移され
change
た
the
から
subject.
突っ込み
It
づら
would
く
be
なった
awkward
し
if I tried bringing up again now.
今は信
I
じるしか
guess
ない
we'll just have to go along with
執
it.
行官第4位
She's the fourth Fatui Harbingers after all. I just like the side eye here, like she can read her mind. She's not someone you wanna mess with.
そこまで言うな
Well,
ら
since Miss
月
Arlecchino...
髄を見つける方法についてはアルレッキーノさんを信じる
Son, okay, I was waiting for Japanese because he seems very familiar with them, and I was half expecting like him calling her like Arlecchino-chan, and I would be just rolling on the floor if he said that. So she sounds confident in her ability to handle that. We'll proceed to the next topic. Yahoda, time to share the top secret intel. Yeah, Yahoda, go on.
みんな聞いてくれ。まず月の狩人の正体はカーン・ルンヤの諜報員だってことが分かった
Okay, so basically Rerir was assassin who was hunting Arlecchino's family.
赤月の残党
Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
ああ
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Khaenri'ah. Maybe, let's see. Yeah?
私の知る限り赤月と黒日
To
は
my knowledge, those were the names of two different Khaenri'ah
の
dynasties.
名前だよ。はるか昔
Long ago, it is said that the people of Khaenri'ah worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its
不思議な力を
reflection.
得てたって聞いたことがある。
Ah, so Arlecchino basically just said like, okay, you can tell them, I have no problem with that.
でもクーデターで赤月
But
は
one day, a
黒
coup
日
saw
に
the
とって
Crimson
変わ
Moon
られた。
eclipse, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of
黒日
Khaenri'ah.
が カーン・ルイヤの象徴になった。
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Winster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So he sent the Wrecker of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Warrior showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least would-be fiancé, called Tolindis. Tolindis? Wait, did we hear that name? Ah, he called out that name, okay. Yeah, and that was called with despair, not with anger. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about her? Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret. She was not Canrian. For sure she was not Canrian. Warrior's fragment also contained some of Tolindis' memories, though only a very small portion. Well, no shortage of potential leads. I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Tolindis was still around, Warrior appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, she was probably his anchor in reality and life. Yeah. It seems she was the one thing in the world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, were these pure-blood Canrians we're talking about here? Why? If she was a pure-blood Canrian, the curse of immortality, she might still be alive. She was not pure-blood, I can say that much. Yeah, just like it was with Captain. I mean, that's a plausible wish, but I'm pretty sure that woman's dead. We can't pin all our hopes on that. Yeah, we can't. No, don't drag Dory back into this. Like, she thinks that Dory could help. Come on, not Dory. Let's work again. Let's continue working in our separate teams. Okay, we are looking for the iridescent moon's marrow. And the others... I'm done simping for him, but he's still one of the coolest male characters. Yeah, I think the others are just going to fight. Yeah, okay, so others are going to fight and we are going to look for the marrow. Okay, Yahoda is going for a meeting with Nefer. And yeah, everyone has their task ready. Yeah, okay, so Flint is going to have to help with Wild Hunt as well. And he will hold the So you are just going to sit here. Got it. Arlecchino, you ready to go or what's happening here? Alright then. We should be on our way. I mean, are we getting more of Arlecchino's lore? Let's buy as much time as we can. You called for
俺
backup
も増援を
that
手配
should
した。
come
もうすぐ着くはずだ。
anytime. I do not want to get my hopes up. But please, for the love of God, please.
それじゃあみんな気をつけて
Dismissed.
行動して。
So
戻りました。早かったですか？それとも遅
are
かった
we
でしょ
too
うか？
early or too late?
ちょっと遅かったな。みんなすでに次の行動を始めてる。
So okay, so basically we have a new ally and Nefer found promising info.
そっちは順調だったか？
And how's things on your end?
まずかな。どれくらい持ちこたえられるかはわからない。
Okay, so decoys are ready, but he's taking them out very fast.
後でもう一回制作に取り掛かるけど、一旦休ませて。
Yeah, she needs rest. Our baby needs rest.
そうだ、イネファ。さっきフリンズと話したことをはるか
Could
お
you
じさんに伝えて
feel
おいてくれる？
Varka about what we've just discussed?
かしこまりました。
Sure.
ワルカさんはアームスバルトニル湖でワイルドハントの源を調べたところ、おとりだったと
So
おっしゃって
basically
い
you
ましたね。
said that the force in Amsvartnir was just a diversion,
しかし、以前フリンズさんが提供してくれた情報によると、ワル
but
カさんがアームスバルトニル湖に行く
leading
前
to
から
that
す
time,
でにワイルドハン
many
トは
wild
窓
hunt
くらいで何度も発生していました。
like wild hunt had already started spreading throughout Notcry before that.
当時、月の狩人はまだ完全
That
復
was
活してお
before
らず、
Rary regained his
力も限
body,
られていました。理論上、
and he
彼ら
still
2つの場
lacked
所で同時に犯行を行う手段はなかったはずです。
means to act in two places at once? What? Hang on, what?
フリンズ、ライトキーパーはこの地でずっとワイルドハントに対抗してきた。
Okay, so light keepers are going to need your help.
アイノ、お前ならただのおとりじゃない。もっとすごい機会も作れるは
Okay,
ずだ。
so I know rest and then you can
こ
continue.
こでしっかりと
Look
休
at
んで
this
ね。
cute little baby. Look at this cute little baby. I just love her so much. I did not. I have to admit, I did not like Aino at all. For first time I saw her, she was adorable and that was it. Klee is still number one in my heart when it comes to child characters. Aino is very quickly getting on Klee's heels here.
俺とイネファはアームスバルトニル湖に行って他に手がかり
Okay,
が
so
ない
you
か
and
見て
NF are going back to Amsvartnir for any leads that you may have missed.
はるかおじさんならそう言ってくれるって思ってたんだ。約束通り、来週は愛のが甘いものをどれだけ食べ
Okay,
たか
okay,
口
so
出しし
she
ない
bet
でね。
with Inefa. Okay.
情報を更新。愛のの予測的中率を引き上げました。
Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
どういう意味だい？
What does that
お
mean?
二人は
They were betting
あ
on
な
how
たが
you'd
情報を
respond
聞いた
after
後にどういう
hearing their
判断を
intel.
するか。
誰でも同じ判断を
It's
するだ
obvious
ろう。
choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on.
アームスバルトニル湖の調査はイネファに任せてください。あなたには引
Okay,
き続きこ
so
こに残
Inefa
って
should
いた
go
だきます。
alone.
作戦会議の場所には全体を指揮できる人が待機しておく必要があり
You
ます。
did not recover from
Sorry.
ambushing Rerir.
月の狩人を待ち伏せした時に負わされた傷、 まだ治っていないんでしょ。
So you are hurt, my man. And you didn't tell anyone, yeah?
どうやら一番楽な仕事を譲ってもらっちまったみたい
Well,
だ
I
な。
appreciate it, everyone. See you
あ
when
り
you
がと
get back.
うみんな。
Oh god, again. At least we've got the more interesting stuff right away. So yeah.
いい場所だ。
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over. Cross over to where? Exactly.
アルレッキーノ、オイラたちを連れてきたってことは何か
Would
いい
you
考
mind
え
telling
でも
us
あ
what
るの
you've
か
got planned?
オイラたちは何もわからないままなんだぞ。
And if even Colombina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is, how do you?
どうしてお前がわかるんだ？
簡単な話だ。
Because I'm inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon and one of the last surviving embers of the two worlds' flames. One of last surviving, so you are not the last survivor.
本当か？
As in, you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about? The one from ancient Canria?
驚くのも無理はない。
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it.
だが落ち着いて考え
But
た
the
ら
more I thought about it,
す
the
ぐに
more
受け
I
入れることが
realized
で
the
きた。
signs had been there
い
all
ろいろ合
along.
点がいったからな。幼い頃か
When
ら
I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves.
私の神経をじくじくと燃やした。激しく感情が
What's
動
more,
いた。
whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out. Oh, so your hands are because... Oh!
この両手も
Exactly.
その何かのせいだ。
That's why my hands are like this too. At first, I saw it only as curse, but once I became harbinger, the gesture apprised me of the truth.
そしてここ数年
Together
の
with
調
my
査を
own
経て
investigation over the
私は
past
よう
few
やくいく
years,
つか
there
の
are
事実
several
に気づ
things
い
that
た。
I have gradually come to understand.
その一つが
For instance, take the
赤月 と
so-called
いうのは
Crimson Moon.
光月が砕
In
けた
truth, it is
後
nothing more than the
女神は
shattered
自らの
remnants of
生
the
命を維
iridescent
持
moon
する
fused
ため
with
に
the abyss to
アビスと
prolong its
結合した産
lifespan.
物であるということだ。
What? You can't just drop that?
私が使う血縁は赤月から得た力だ。光月の権能を持ち、アビスの影響を受けている。
Okay, so my power is... Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. So, since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon former power and the corruption of the abyss.
アビス。
You will understand the nature of the abyss well enough.
私はアビスの力を
I
利
draw
用
upon
す
its
るが
power, and in
アビスの
return, it
私の
hungers for
魂を
my
狙
soul.
っている。
This strange blackness in the is the mark of corruption it has left
ア
behind.
ビスに侵食された後だ。
侵食が心臓まで届いた時、君は別の存在になってしまう。
So, if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you became different person.
その通り。
And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending
私とこい
tug
つの
of
長き
war.
にわたる闘争なのだ。
I mean, this will be so interesting to see Arlecchino and Rerir. Unless, of course, Rerir is going to just completely ignore her.
アルレッキーノ。
Sounds
詳
intense.
しい話は
Anyway, the
また
rest of my
次の
story
機会
can
にとって
wait. Is there anything else about the
赤月と
Crimson
光月に
Moon
ついて
or the iridescent
他に聞
moon
きたい
that
こ
you're
とはある？
unclear about? I mean... not for now, I think?
あ、カーンルイヤ人が信仰してた赤月は3つの月のうちの1つ。
Yeah, so Canrians used to worship one of the three moon sisters, basically.
月を信仰してたなんて、その頃のカーンルイヤ人って
So they were the same as Frost Moon Science?
歴史の多くは
So much of that story has been lost. We have no way of knowing
私たち
exactly
の
what
詳
they
細
were
を知る
like.
ことはできない。だが
But I would
私はカーン
suspect
ルイヤ人にはそれ
that
ほ
the
ど強く
Canrians
信仰し
weren't
てい
as
た
devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moons remain simply served as their link to the abyss.
その後
Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the abyss, or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon dynasty.
しかし
Still, even with the dark sun looming with high overhead,
赤き月
the
の
Crimson
光が
Moon's glow
本当
never
の意
truly
味で消え
faded.
ることはない。
If you want living proof, it's standing right
この日こ
before
そ
you.
その証だ。
初めて会った時から懐かしい
Yeah, I
雰囲気を
sensed
感じて
something
た。
familiar in your presence the first time we've met.
ずっとその
When I
姿
looked at
の
you,
向こ
I
うに
felt I could see that
あの
mysterious
不
red
思議
moon
な
in the
赤い
corner of
月を
my
感
eye.
じてた。
In your flames, I saw its broken image surrounded by a strange black aura.
月の影と奇妙な黒い気配が映ってる。
秘密を守ってくれた。
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of
研
an
究の
insane
名目で
research
近づいて
project.
くる者もいるだろう。さて、
Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have
行
to
動を
wait.
始めよう。
Where are we going?
サンドローネから受け取った手紙を改めて確認した。
In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody, correct?
そういう理解で問題ないだろうか。
うん。
That's right, for now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your
最
help.
高の報酬でもある。光月はもともと君の出
The
自に深く
iridescent
関わ
moon
って
is
る。
already part of who you are, so with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
実力がさらに強化されるでしょう。
Are we going to get like all three moon goddesses like reborn basically? So Columbina will be Frost Moon, Arlecchino will be Iridescent Moon, and possibly either we will become... And no, I was thinking like maybe we will give the marrow to Paimon, but that's... Nah.
取引成立だな。
Then let's get started.
早速始めよう。
I just want Paimon to be so much more than just a mental support. That's very important. We have a family and a warm companion in her, but I really want her to be so much more than that. I want her to be able to fight alongside us. Like, you know, give her more. Just give her more.
始めようってここでか。
What does this place to have?
赤月とここ
What
が
does this place have to do with the
どう関係あるの？
Crimson Moon?
私が執行官になった時、道家がペリンヘリ、別名恋に落ちたレオ・ブラントという本をくれた。
I have no idea how to read that. Basically, when she became Harbinger, Jester gave her a book called Perinheri, also known as Leobranto Innamorato.
今でもフォンテーヌで普通に買える本だ。
It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era, but setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details.
赤月の時代、教養院は世界の外から子供を受け入れ、特殊な入院の儀式を行っていたというものだ。
No way. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world and subjected them to peculiar induction ceremony.
世界の外から来た子供？
What kind of induction ceremony?
そうだ。赤月の賢者は神を超える存在を世界の外から見つけようとしていた。
So they
しかし
refined
同時
these
に彼
children.
らを恐れ、
Were they
イニシエーションによ
looking
ってコントロー
for
ルしようとした。
descendants? Kids?
彼らは集めてきた子供を暖炉の煙突に登らせ、死んだか見たかと尋ねた。
Oh.
その問いかけは子供が自分の死を認め、赤い月を見たと認めるまでやまなかった。
They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon.
儀式を通過した
The
子供を
adults
大人
embraced
た
the
ちは
children
抱きし
who
め、
passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now you are born
爽快の
anew."
炎を通り抜けた。今ここでお前は生まれ変わったんだ。
Oh.
本には詳しい記述がないから推測に
I
過ぎない。
suspect this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light. Oh, poor kids, like poor kids, come on.
だからこの世界で赤月の月髄を感じられなかったんだ。
So the
特
Crimson
殊な
Moon's
空間に
marrow
封印されていて、
has been sealed in a special place that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual. But there's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere? Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves? Okay, fine. Paimon will go find some bricks. Oh.
いや、煙突は形式的なものに過ぎない。重要なのは爽快の炎を通ることだ。爽快の炎とは私の体内にある。
Oh, so we have to cross the flames that burn within Arlecchino? Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Khaenri'ah, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. Do we have to die? I can open a passage to the space for you. That's the easy part. The catch is, I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open, so I won't be able to come with you. Once you're inside, you'll have to find your own way. Don't worry, we've got this. Do we though? Very well then, I'll open it up. We are getting so much more actions with Arlecchino than we've got in Fontaine. Like, it's crazy for me. We are getting more lore of her now than in Fontaine. Which, I mean, understandable, but still, I'm so happy we are getting a such an amazing lore for her, you know? Spare me a little bit of moonlight if you would. I may need it. Yeah, sure. Here you go, charging. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances and confront whatever dangers might await. Yeah, actually, we saw Columbina just teleport, make shields, and fly. I am really curious about her kit or her fighting style. Go on.
古の七色の主にして現代の偉大なる母紅の衣をまとう爽快の支配者よ炎をもって立ち炎をもってつくこの身を捧げ主の降臨を恋願い立てまつる
Okay, I'm sorry. Mistress of the Seven Hues of Ages. I'm sorry, I did not read that. This is just so epic. I'm very sorry I did not read that. Wow. One word of advice, as you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer. Got it. I sense a sinister gloom inside, but also the familiar light of the moon. I feel that I'm about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. Alright, let's go. Oh, this looks so cool. Should I put healer in my team? I'm sorry, I'm so speechless. Is Arlecchino really still there? I didn't check. I'm not going back. Oh my god. This is going to be awesome. I want more of these. I loved these. I sense your presence and grant to you death and rebirth. Wait. Why are you here? You have crossed over from another world, transcended fate itself. I have no right to... What kind of voice is that? Who that? Is that Iridescent Moon speaking? Or is there Tholendis? This must be Spot, right? Is that the Abyss? It's practically filled the entire place. What now? It looks like she's trembling.
なんて悲惨な光景。
Fragments of your broken body seized by the abyss and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished
防腐
for?
処理を施されてるみたい。
Looks like there's only one way
光
through here.
月。
Let's keep
こ
going
れ
and
が
see
君
what's
の
ahead.
願いなの。
Careful, there's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the fog.
旅人。
Right behind you. Whatever you do, don't run off without her. So, don't worry, Paimon.
そういえば。
By the way, Colombina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into the pieces?
でも。
The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
一体どういうことだ？
Party set up. I'm good. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 20. Like, this place looks amazing.
完全なのは
It
表か
was
ら
only
見た時だけみた
facade.
い。
Yikes. It's like looks so creepy. No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3 I said. 4 and 20 go. 1, 2,
一緒に遊ぼうよ。
go.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
This looks... Whoop! Don't fall, okay? This looks amazing. Is this again like supposed to be a picture of Canria? Because this looks... Wow! Man, I can't wait for the Canria's map.
お
So let's go. This just looks so amazing. I'm speechless here. Oh, I didn't find one of...
飛ぶ方が早いよ。
No. 1,
逃げ道はあり。
3, no.
ここだよ。
4. Nope. Give me some goodies. Let's continue.
走るより飛ぶ方が早いよ。
For the sake of the story. Is this a... I don't want a boss fight.
なるほどな。
Oh, so the iridescent moon's marrow is up there in the sky?
え、そんな
For
高いと
real?
ころにあるの
But
か？
that's way too high. There's no way we'll be able to reach it.
うん。
No, I'm not sensing anything up there.
空からじゃない。
I like that we can just say thanks to her eyebrows if she's serious or no. I'm one of many people who just wants to see her eyes open.
むしろ崖の下からだと思う。
Yup, it's under the ground.
うわ、
So,
変な影が浮かんでる
weird shadow. I think it's a hole. We have to jump in there.
あそこ何かの装置があるぞ。
So we have a mechanism that we have to turn on. Let's see. A puzzle time
走るより
maybe?
飛ぶ方が早いよ。 見た感じ、カーン・ルイヤの装置みたいだな。
Looks like a device from old
先に
Canria.
空間の研究で残してったのか？発動できたら
Maybe we can find some clues if we activate it, but I think we have to. And how do you... Ah. Oh, okay, it's one of these. Got it. It's like what we've had in Sumeru with Withering. Hey, look at that. Now that the mechanism's running, the shadows in the water look different. Do you think these mechanisms might be the key to unlocking the secret? Let's try to find more of them.
ソリンです。あとは任せて大丈夫かい？僕たちは先に帰らせてもらうよ。
Talindis will leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
大丈夫ですか？
Hope this isn't ruining date night.
邪魔しちゃったりしてません？もう
Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
机の上に置いといて。ソリンです。
Talindis? Is that Rari's girlfriend? How come we're hearing her voice here?
こんな声が聞こえたんだ。
Didn't Nefer previously mention that she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum?
確かに。
So, do you think she was studying this strange space all along?
研究してたのか？アビスの影響で
The Abyss has made this space extremely
ここの空間がすごく
unstable.
不安定になってる。だから
Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here, like echoes of or after images. Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my
小さい頃読ん
childhood.
だ詩を思い出すの。
Yes.
死せる彼女の美しき瞳に流る嘆きの雫。
Waning moon, O lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest, mourning still in wistful tone her fragile soul now laid to rest.
私みたいな人
For
間
me,
が
of all the people to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space, is it a coincidence or something more? She was from Frost Moon Science, wasn't she? Looks like the Abyss has messed up the mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again.
直さないとな。この辺に
Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
見切りました。風だ。
And done. So, cleaning. So, what's the next poem? Or lore? I really want to see what happened. Like, obviously. But I'm so curious about why Polindis possibly died. I see, so the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking something. 4 letters? A, B, Y, no. If something really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end. What? Nope. course I can't pass that. Furina, be a dear. I've messed up. I need to just heal a bit. Let's go. Oh, take cover, take cover. Don't, no. Ha, I made it. Okay, and down we go, please. Oh, it's a reflection of the moon. With the abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon marrow. Oh, Rarier, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Khanria, the Winster King has sunken deeper into mad... Is this about our sibling? Is this about Ether? If only I could get my hands on that outsider. Is this about... It is for sure. Oh, it's tying up. The moon's reflection is back to normal. Do you think maybe it's hidden in the moon's reflection? It must be, for within it I sense the fragile aura of dying soul. Let's go. Let's go, indeed. If it switches me to Traveler, I did not build my Travel, and I believe that you know what? Okay. So we're underground now. This is for sure Khanria. What the heck? These things are so creepy. So we have to destroy this. I'm afraid, kinda. What are you guys attacking? Yeah, I'm worried to go near that, so... Hey, Archer, all the way in. Okay, let's do it. This must be the iridescent moon's marrow, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it. No problem. Not these things. Oh, for the goodness gracious, I hate the hounds. Okay, that's one down. 2 more to go. Is there a way up? Is there a... No, I will do it my way. Up you go. I can't cheat this? Oh. No. Bad puppies. I'm not fighting. Maybe I have to. One more. We're close. I refuse to fight them if I don't have to, so 1, 2, 3, go, go, go. It's done. Okay. And just in time, Mavuika was bleeding out. So that's the marrow. We finally did it. What's the catch?
これが光月の月髄
The iridescent moon's marrow, still burning away like the undying flame, yet now contaminated by the abyss. It has taken on a new form entirely.
この中のアビスの
If we can
力を
purify the
浄化
abyssal
すれば
power now within,
純
we
粋な
should be
光
able
月
to
の
obtain
血髄を
untainted
手に
essence.
入れられるはずだ
Yep,
よ
that's on me. It's not working. It's working, okay.
寒い
So cold.
あなたなの
Is it you?
なのね
Are you here? Is it Tolendis' voice, or
おいらたちに言ってるのか
are you talking to us?
やっと会え
At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I'm finally free.
たごめんなさい
I'm sorry I lied
あ
to
の
you.
時嘘をつい
Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart as death drew near.
訪れる時私は恐怖を捨てられなかったの月が砕けた時私の体はバラバラになった
The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece, like I was being cut into pieces by 1,000 blunt blades. My thoughts scattered as the cold crept in, but I could not bear to fade away like that.
あの時
Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago?
私たち
If
の
only I had possessed your courage, then I might have been spared this torment
あなたみたいな勇気があれば
more painful than death.
私も
Was I right?
苦しい思いなんて
Was Tolendis one of the moons?
何を言ってるかわからないって顔をしてるね
You look so puzzled. That's how I felt too when I first saw you.
あの時の私と同じ全てには意味
But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason.
さようなら
Forever.
ハイポ
Hyperbaria?
どういうことだ
Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend, but none of us have ever met her before, right?
もしかしたら
Perhaps she took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once
自
knew.
分の知る蒼月の神だと勘違いしたのかも私たちは
For a fading soul like hers, all ours must be too similar to tell apart.
何はともあれ無事に光月の月
This should help us regain
これで
you.
力を回復できる
Yeah, this should help you.
戻ってアルレッキーナと
Okay, let's go back.
変だな前と様子が違うぞ死せる彼女の美しき急げここも崩れるぞここに閉じ込めるつもりみたい誰がアビスか光月の月髄を回収した今漆黒の意志はそう簡単に返してくれないはず返して赤月の私の血髄私の心をやっとおい出口が塞がれてるぞまた来たぞどうしよう
What do we do now?
落ちるがいい。ここより登る。
これって
さあ、早く。
cutscenes are getting better and better. Hey, what's going on here? Oh my god. We made it. Was it you, Arlecchino? Did you save us? Wait, your hands, they are...
ああ、これか。
Don't worry, it's a
気に
small
することはない。
price to pay.
ただの代償だ。
Hey, but your circles under the eyes are darker.
君たちを中に閉じ込めようとしているのに、それに反して君たちを連れ出したのだから。
Okay, the abyss
Abyss
wanted to
が怒るのは
trap you
当然だ。
inside, and I defied its will. No wonder it's a little angry. If I can purify the abyssal power, maybe I can help you?
取り戻せるものを代償とは言わない。
No, I have
私の
paid
腕
a
は
price,
すでにアビスと
albeit
融合している。
small one, and it cannot be
浄
undone.
化すると同時に消滅してしまうだろう。
Okay, so we cannot purify it, or you will lose your hands. Got it. But surely, Paimon can't believe you'd make sacrifice like this for us.
君たちに借りを作るため、
As much as I'd like to call it favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end
こう
of
し
the
たの
deal.
は契約を果たすた
Well,
めに過ぎない。
Colombina,
もちろん
yes, you did your part, and as promised, I will leave the iridescent
後
moon's
月の
marrow in
月
your
髄を
care.
預けるね。これ
From
か
this
ら
day forth, may the
爽
two
快の
worlds'
炎は
flames burn
よ
ever
り
more
盛んに
brightly.
燃え上がると思う。
ああ、手を伸ばしてくれ、コロンビ
Now,
ー。
Colombina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return. I was kind of hoping the marrow would heal Arlecchino.
.力が強くなったか。
Feeling stronger? Are you okay?
大丈夫。でも
Our powers
異
are
な
a
る
little
力
at
同
odds,
士が
that's
反
all.
発し合ってるみたい。
蒼月の剣能
By
だ
the
けで
Frost Moon's
三つの
authority
月の
alone,
力を
wielding the
操る
power
の
of the other moons
やは
was
り難
always
しい
going
の
to
だ。
be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say
君の
that your
力は
strength
少
has
し回復
returned,
したよう
at least to the level it
だ。
was
少なくとも
at us
第
first
3位の
harbinger.
水準には戻った。
That's good to hear.
まだ足りない。これじゃ月の狩
Okay,
人に
but
対抗できない。
yeah, okay, at least. Okay, so you are at level of harbinger now, but you cannot challenge Rerir. Got it.
もう一回月の光を分けて。
Don't push yourself too hard. Just one more ray of moonlight?
大丈夫。
I can take it. You can't, come on. Okay, the flowers are back.
今はどうだ。
How about now?
戦えるだ
Fighting
けの
fit?
力はあるか。
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like
昔
before.
みたいに隠れずに済む。私は
I want to see him
あ
gone
の
from
人
Not
がなる
Cry.
くらいに存在し続
The
けて
wrecker
ほ
of
しくない
Solnari and his wild hunt must be seen back
ワ
where
イ
they
ルドハント
belong.
も復活し
目標があるのはいい。
Well, it's good to have something to
過
aim
去
for.
の君よりも今の君の方が生きている感じがす
You
る。
certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier.
初めて会った時、
When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight, more like a wisp of fog drifting in a form who knows where, ready to scatter at the first
風に
sign
吹
of
か
a
れたら
breeze.
消えてしまいそうな。しかし今、
But now you're full of vitality, just like the frost moon once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining,
蒼
Colombina.
月は
This is
かつ
who
て最
you
も
are.
明るかった。
Oh wait, that's so sweet that Arlecchino is the
君が
one
永遠に
who's
自分
supporting
の
her
光
like
を失う
this.
ことのないように願おう。
Aww, oh, that's so sweet of her.
ありがとうアルレッキーノ。
Aww.
君も気をつけてね。君にも君の
Look
計
after
画があ
yourself
って
too. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger.
でも
But whatever you're after, don't let the abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as
まるで
Rarier.
キーノが月の狩人みたいになるなんて嫌だよ。
ありがとうコロ
I
ンビナ
appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps
君に
it's
は
time you
新し
took
い
a
名
new
前が
name.
必要かもしれないね
Kutar? Or
新しい名前
a
か
new name?
クータル月の少女コロンビーナすべてただのコードネームだ
Oh,
肩書きではあっても
I
名前ではない
see. Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina, they're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the role she's played, but there's not her real name. Yeah, she was never given a real name, right? She said that.
ハウス・オブ・ハースでもよくコードネームを使う
We often use code names in the House of Hearts too, but it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded.
私の君は
Up till now, you've been living an wandering life, so you've probably never really
あ
cared.
の頃の君は世界を渡り歩いていたから月の狩人を
All
倒した
I'll say is
真剣
this:
に
once
検
you've
討してみ
defeated Rarier, give it some thought.
私から言いたいことは
Alright,
以上
that it's from me. 'I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone. You're the best.
本当にいいやつだな。
Let us know the next time you need a hand. We'll be sure to return the favor.
私も
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get
互い
going.
に感謝の言葉を
There
伝え
are
合
more
う
urgent things to do right now than trade compliments. Okay, so that was the closure.
なかったけど、なんとか後月の血髄を見つけ
It
て
was close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength, and that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing. Okay, so I do this. I would need some healing for now, and actually, wait, where do I go? Ooh, we have a new story from Columbina, but we need to go here. Okay, we go here. It will be safer. And after we heal at the statue, then we go. Heals. So, I do think that it's wonderful that Arlecchino at least helped us as much as she did. Like, she did us a solid. But I'm kind of like... how to say it? I'm kind of... disappointed she's not staying and not cry to help us. But she helped us enough already, I think. Like, just by letting us go into remnants of Khanriad for the iridescent moon's marrow was amazing from her. And we actually got some really good lore on her and strengthened our relationship, if you will say so, if you will. So, yeah.
みんな大丈夫かな。順調だといいけど。
Hope it's all going smoothly.
見ろ。ちょう
They
ど
made
帰
it
ってきた
back.
みたいだぞ。フリンズ、ラーマ。
How did it all go?
ああ、問題ない。ただ、
Nefer and Yehuda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
帰り道で
I run into Miss
イネファ
Inefa
さん
and
と
Miss
アイ
Aino
ノさ
on
ん
the
にお会
way
いしま
back.
した
Their work is still in progress, so I
調査は
suspect they won't be
予定通り
back
進んで
for a
いますが
while either.
もう少しかかるとの
どことなく表情が明るく見えるな。
You seem rather cheerful today, Flins.
ええ
I certainly am. I achieved what I've set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. More than you bargained for? What?
戦いは退屈なものでしたが、この
Yes!
勇敢なお二人と知り合えたのです。
Yes! Fighting alone can be quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors. Yes! Finally!
久しぶりだね。
We meet again. How have you been? What are you doing here? I'm guessing you're here to see Varka? I don't care for Albedo. Give me the red. Give me my baby. That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also a correct one.
ワイルドハントと戦ってい
These
る
two
時に
courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting with the Wild Hunt. When they told me they were Sir Varka's
ファ
colleagues,
ル
it
カさ
all
んの
made
同僚だ
sense.
と聞きました。優れた人とい
And
う
given
の
how
は
people of outstanding
不思議と
talent
同じ
tend to
時に
cross
現
paths,
れる
it's no
もの
wonder
です。
you are already
あなた
acquainted.
たちが
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo? Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
こちらの物静かな紳士もご友人なのでは
Gentleman of few words, I see, and a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case? Wait, those horns... You must be... It's nice to meet you again. We've technically met before.
久しぶりかな
Oh my god! And the voice! You're Minnie Duran?
そ
It's
うだ
me.
よ
I'm glad to see you
会
again.
えてよかった
本人によるともう
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
もう小さい
Yeah,
子供
I'm
じゃ
not
ない
as
から
many as I
ね
used to be.
面白いと思わないかい
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's names really reflects who they are.
気にすることだなんて
Oh my god, he's so precious! He's here! And he has wings! I hope he doesn't have to use glider. Come on.
今のお前いい感じだ
You look so different, in a good way of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy. What a smile! Oh my heart! Oh my heart!
パイモンありがとう
And although you're as many as ever, I understand the I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
じゃあ解明ついでに
From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
様って呼んでくれ
Little Paimon is pretty tiny after all.
私も元のままの方が愛らしいと思う
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. Aww.
愛らしいものにしか
When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves.
それは人
If
と
that's
の
not a
つな
sign
が
of
りが
endearment, what
初
is?
めて得られるものだ
Ah.
ラウマさんの言う通り弟はまだまだ
My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
そういえばクータル
Didn't Columbina leave with
一緒ではない
you?
のか
How come she isn't back yet?
コロンビーナなら昔の友達とおしゃべりしてるぞお茶でも飲んでるのかもな
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back.
私の話
Are people
あまり
talking
悪
about
く
me?
言わないでね
He hope it's nothing negative. Seems like she's in much better spirits after meeting her old colleagues.
皆さんの表情から察するに
I'm guessing it all went
そち
well.
ら
随分と大所帯になったな
I'll go grab some
大
chairs.
丈夫だよ
No need, this is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
お気遣い痛み
Thank you for your hospitality.
だが
But
私
I
は
was merely
こちら
escorting
の
my
友
friends
人た
back.
ちをサンドローネと話
I'll
した
be
いこと
meeting
が
Sandrone shortly as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone, but this is where I'll say goodbye.
助力に感謝する
We really appreciate your help. Thanks for standing by us.
真の友人であ
Come
る
on, spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
こうして親しく手を取り合えたこと喜ば
I
ま
understand.
たね
Well, bye for now, Arlecchino.
随分と賑やかだな。一人行っちまったようだが、
This place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left, otherwise we might not fit all these people in.
もしかして本当に椅子が足りなくな
We're
りそう
about
で
to
しょう
run out
か
of chairs?
入ってみ
As
れ
a
ば
matter of fact, I am. Come in and see for yourself. Who is inside with you? Oh, Nefer and Yehuda. Nefer and Yehuda. It won't be Alice. It would be fun, but it won't be Alice. Oh, okay. I did not expect Dane to be here as more than just a... Oh!
"入り口で話してたことは聞かせてもらった。コロンビーナの同僚が帰ったんだろ。今ここにいるのはもともといたメンバーと俺
Plus
の
the other
同僚。
colleagues I brought in. So not just Dane. Like if you give me a... Wonder is still... Like, Wonder is not going to help us now. I think he will come in way later in story. But Dane is here. I don't think we will get Alice, like that would be too overpowered even for Rarier. Or Nicole even. Like nobody from Hexen's circle is going to be here, is there?
で、こちらは誰の同僚なんだ？
He's probably here for us.
この中で俺を知っているのは
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here. This here is Dansleaf, colleague of Teyvat's greatest Kai Paimon and greatest adventurer Lumine. Well, more sort of like friends.
自ら名乗らず人に紹介を任せるとはさぞ高貴なおか。
何か言いたげな
Let's hear
顔
what
を
he
して
has
お
to
る
say.
わ。
先に名前を言われてしまった。
Note to self, once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow. When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt then?
もしワイルドハント
From
が
the
俺
looks
た
of
ちの
it, you're
共
about
通
to
の
hold a
敵だと
meeting. If I were to say that
これ
the
から
Wild
始
Hunt
ま
is
る
our
会議
mutual
席
enemy,
を用意して
would that earn me a seat at the table?
おお、同じ敵がお前をここまで導いたってことか。
Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it.
だがそうなると椅子が足りないな。あれだ、
Albedo,
用意してく
can
れ
you
るか？
please make us some chairs?
久しぶりに会うのに最初の命令が椅子作りだから
I've
ね。
missed this.
アルベド
Is he
本当
being
に懐し
sarcastic?
く思ってるのかな。
お前のお兄
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
オイラたちよりもお前の方
僕まだ
I've still got a
言葉を
lot to
勉
learn
強中
about
だ
the
から
nuances of human
アルベドの
conversation.
言い回しを
Trying to
完璧
decipher
に理解
Albedo's
する
way
の
of
は
speaking has been like
ちょっと
jumping
難し
in
い
at
ん
the
だ。
deep end.
そっか
Good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game
す
already.
ごいぞ
Look at you, Paimon, expert in the art of encouragement. Oh,
ネフェルの方はまだ終わっておらぬのか。
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
様子を見に行った方がいいかもしれませんね。
Perhaps you go check in
お
with
願い
her?
できますでしょうか。
私は非分
I
の
just got
館
back
から
from
戻ってきた
Curatorium.
ばかりなのだが。それになぜ
You go
私
then.
に
ネフェルさんは情報収集に長けている反面、何やら秘密を隠しているように思い
Okay,
ま
so
す。
nobody's going for
そんな
her.
彼女の秘密に踏み込むなど、僕にはできません。
These two.
ならば、私であれば問題
It's
ない
fine
という
for
こと
me
か
to impose, but not for you.
英月氏のあなたは僕よりも親しみやすい。それに女性同士ですから、僕が行くよりも会話が弾むでしょう。
I am going to start shipping this. Stop.
ならば見てこよう。
By the way, I was
本当に
joking.
行くとはな。文句を言う素振りすらなかった。
I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
知恵というものは
As I'm sure Ms. Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be
自分にお
selective
鉢が
with
回
your
ってきそう
own.
な時には言葉巧みに立ち回る。
あるいはそもそもやらない
Another
とい
trick
う
is to
選択
simply
肢
hide in
も
the
ある
background.
え
Spoken like a
さすが
true
アルベドさん。
sage.
え、やはり聡明なお方です。
どうやら会議を始めるにはまだ早そうだな。
Let's take a little
みん
breather,
なしばらく
folks.
自由時間にしよ
Feel free to
忙しく
chat
なる前
among
に。
yourselves.
う。楽しくおしゃべりしとく。
So, this is interesting trio. Chat with everyone while you're waiting. So, the least interesting The more interesting, the most interesting. Of course, I have to go to the back. So. Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people. You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion. I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you and the other being that young guy, Iluga. Iluga's a good apple, I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame. So you're what, a fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying, but I get the feeling that's not quite what you meant. Why the awkward silence? Sorry, I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend? Now that was an awkward silence. Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Iluga doesn't know, huh? That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters after all. Anyone else in the know? Let me guess, Lumine and Paimon? It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know? Then, in the name of Animo Archon Barbatos himself, I swear your secret's safe with me. When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbatos were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously? Of course, just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbatos, alright? Fair enough then. Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to seal the bonds of friendship. Okay. That was nice. Now let's go to here. So Dane, what you got? Is there something you'd like to say to me? Why did you just show up here without ever giving us a heads up? If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that's hardly out of character for me. You do have a point there. Sorted out your accommodations yet? You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Wanna tag along with us? You never know, we might get a group discount. Sure, let's do that. Did we ever share before? Paimon will handle that. Did we ever share before? Are we going to be roommates with Dane? And in return, we can get Dane's lift to be our very own personal bodyguard. Paimon, you're thinking out loud again. If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help. Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right? Indeed. Thank you. So, that's here. And now, it was interesting for me as these three children over here. Well, children. You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker? Much obliged. Have either of you ever had portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help. Columbina's portrait, please! That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint then? I dabble occasionally. He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it, he'll paint it for you. I'm flattered. If I ever get a chance, I'd like to give it a try myself. I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer? I'd be fine with anything. It's so weird to hear him with this boyish... Like, it's cute, but it's strange because I'm used to Chibi Durin's voice. And this is so new.
好きに書いてほしいな。
Whatever style feels best to you. Is there your vision? Yeah, I'm actually curious how he got his vision so quickly. Oh, the tail. And the wings. Ay, 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 ay.
わかった。筆の流れに任せ
Then
る
I'll
と
play
し
it
よう。
by ear.
どういう風に描くか選べるの？
You can replicate any style I want.
見本になる絵
I
が
can
あった
try
ら
if you show me a sample. I'll do my best to
好
match
み
it.
の雰囲気に近づけるよう。頑張
ありがとう。
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you. Okay. Not long after. So here's Nefer. Pissed as always. I don't want to be here.
Oh, 待ちかねたぞ。ようやくおいで
You
な
made
すっ
it
た
after
か。
all.
ん
But what about the
ヤホーの
Yahoda?
嬢ちゃん
あの子なら
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left the Yahoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone. So much for just these
今回
words.
だけ次はないって言ってなかった。
Not so light. We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out? Oh, she's pissed. Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
何か言ったか？
いや
I didn't say
何も言ってな
anything,
いぞ
right, Flins?
なあ、フリンズ。
カエルか何かが鳴いたのでしょう。
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at night time. It's like they're putting on a
夜中
concert in
に
the
コンサートを
background.
開くこともありますしね。
まあ、カエルのことは
Anyway,
気にせず
before we begin,
本題
there's
に
a
入
few
るとしよう
introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and
光栄
collaborators.
に思う。まず、ナドくらいの
First up, we have Ms.
送別
Lauma
の
as
お
Moon
願いし
Chanter. She's the leader of Frost Moon Science, a
自分の
local
館のオーナーで
religious community in
優秀
Nordfrag.
な情報屋でもあるレベル
Then there's Ms. Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets and Intel Gatherer Extraordinaire.
ネフェルは月の
Nefer is leading in the
調査中だ
investigation into Radio's
ヤホダ
background,
とラウマ
assisted
は
by
彼女の
Yahoda
サ
and
ポート
Lauma.
になってる
From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress.
でライト
Over
フィー
here
バー
we
の
have
メン
Mr.
バーであ
Flint,
り
a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us.
みんなのためそれからセピ
For
ロス
those of
騎士
you
団調査小
who've
隊
never
隊長
met,
兼
this is
錬
Mr.
金術師
Albedo,
の
a
アルベド
renowned alchemist and
で
captain of the Knights of
こっち
Favonius
はそんなアル
investigation
ベドと
team.
一緒に俺を
By
手
his side
伝い
is
に
a
来てくれ
new
た
face for us
新たな
all,
友人
myself
の
included,
ルリ
Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid.
そちらの嬢ちゃんが
Next up we have the
月の
Moon
少女
Maiden and former Fatui
元ファ
Harbinger,
トス
Miss
のコロン
Colombina.
ビーナだそして旅
Then
人
we have Lumine, who's earned more titles than I can possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the
今
best
この
guide
旅
in
で
all of
ガイド
Tebat.
をしてるパイモンだ
すんごい人数だな。
Great turnout.
あ
Ms.
それと
Nefer,
ネフェル
it
には
looks like you might have
新しい依頼
another
が
job
入る
coming
か
your
もし
way,
れ
so
ない
congratulations on the booming business, I
繁盛
guess.
してるようでな
こんな時に誰からだい？
Who's looking for me now?
俺だ。
That would be
頼みたい
me,
ことが
Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
あんたは？
And you
そ
are?
れは重要で
Who
は
I
な
am
い
doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the wrecker of Solnari.
気分の館は特
Well, it's
の
not as if we
依頼を
never
受け
take
て
an
ないわけじゃない
anonymous
けど。
commissions, but in your
あんたの
case,
依
I'll
頼
have
は
to
断
decline.
らせてもらうよ。
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say you're just probably
見るからにただ
more
者じゃ
hassle
ない
than it's worth. Something about you
受
seems
けた
like
ら
bad
こっちが
news.
損をしそうだ。
この目のせいか。
It's my eyes, isn't it?
カーン類野人なん
Can't
だろ？
Rihanna, I assume? And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity?
素顔を見せ
In
るの
any
が嫌
case,
な
the
の
fact
か
that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of
生き
questions
残
for
りの
me.
カーン類野人なんてめ
俺は大員
My name is Dansleaf, and yes, I'm from Kanria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name is very
こ
rare.
のことは貴様
He
も知ってい
was
る。
once an
そし
acquaintance
て
of
あ
mine.
いつは俺の古い知り合いだ。つまり
Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
さてな。それに今と
My
なっては
point was
俺の
simply
身
to
分
clarify
など
why I
何
have
も
asked
ない
Miss Nefer to investigate
まず
Rari's
俺が
background.
なぜレリルの調査を依頼するのか。
同じカーン類野人で古い知り合い
So you used to be friends. What I'm missing here?
昔は友
Surely you
人だった
already know
って
how
ところ
he became one of the five sinners.
なんで彼は五大罪人になったんだい？
ああ、
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Khaenri'ah, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before, but the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Khaenri'ah apart in the process. The visionary Vedrfolnir, who wished to foretell the future, the wise Hropatir, who sought limitless knowledge, Gold Reindotir, who desired to create life, the foul Sortology, who pursued supreme strength, and last but not least, Wrecker of Solnari Reriel, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rare is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions, so what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others? In other words, you're saying that his change came as shock to you and you have no idea what actually happened? That's right. You mentioned how the abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better. I was so afraid that I stopped the recording, so I'm so happy that this whole time I was recording. Oh my god. Phew. Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse dynasty. One day my elder brother, the visionary, Vedrfolnir, was summoned to the palace by the Winster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of the night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then I was betrayed. Even Vedrfolnir, that very person I had came to rescue, abandoned me and partook the abyss power. So it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You of all people must know that nothing comes for free. I cannot say what price would be worthy of such commission, but know this. Rarir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man working for the Khaenri'ah intelligence service. Uncovering the truth of Rarir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope to help you plan your next move. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy. Must be all that good karma I've been building. Who knows, having a Khaenri'ah friend would come in this handy. Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already? Relax, it was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over. Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share. Yeah? You recount meeting the knave and how the iridescent moon's marrow was retrieved from the crimson moon's space. You make it clear that the knave chose to help you of her own accord, then conclude by reporting how the hearts of the 3 moons are finally in your hands. So it seems that your power isn't enhanced, yes. I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is my recovery will likely be an ongoing process.
私は
From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away, and that is because Teyvat has never accepted me. Even with the moon united as one, it seems my rejection
た
cannot
とえ
be
月が
undone.
揃っても世界に拒まれてるっていう事実に変わりはないみたい。その拒絶に
So far,
ど
I
う
have
対処
yet
した
to
ら
find
い
a
いかは
solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave
も
this
しか
place
すると
behind.
ここを離れるその日までずっと続く可能性もある。それでも私は
Even so, I will do
最後まで
everything in my power to help
みん
you
なと
drive
一緒
out
に
the
月の
Riker
狩
of
人
Solnari.
と
As
戦う。
Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
お返しというより
クータル
She seems a lot more energetic and positive than she did when we first met her. Yeah.
月の狩人を撃つのはとても難しいことだ
The,
から
defeating the Riker of Solnari will be no easy task, while my strength slowly recovers, we also need to gather more intel.
その通りです。
Naturally, we should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
あ、
We've
だから
considered
い
several
くつか
viable
作戦を
plans
考えて
now,
おいた。
but our choice
だが最
hinges
終
on
的
the
にどれ
answers
を
to
選
a
ぶか
few
は
key questions.
次の3つの疑問の答えによって決まる。月の狩人は
Is it even
本
possible
当
to
に
kill
殺せるの
Warrior?
か。
What
あい
experiences
つは
sharp
何を
person
経
or
験したの
monster
か。
he
そして
shaped the person
何を
or
求め
monster
て
he
るのか。
became? And what's he really after?
一つ目については
Given
ちょうど
Albedo's
ここに
expertise
ア
in
ルベドっ
alchemy,
つ
I think
腕
we
の
should
立つ
leave
錬
him
金
to
術
try
師がい
and
るから
answer the first of
研
these
究してもらえば
questions.
いい。
ああ任せて
Understood?
2つ目と3つ目はおそらくネフェ
We
ルを
have
頼
to
ることに
count
なる。
on Unifer for the
すまんが
rest?
へえ私に希望を
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
感謝する
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
英月氏の言うことはコロコロ変わるねネガティブになるとヤホダみたいになるし
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinks in sincere flattery the next.
そんな滅相もない。
Ladies, please, I must object to
僕
your
のおべっかを
portrayal
言うよ
of
うな
me.
人ではあり
That's
ません
all.
よ。
Feel free to
お
keep
二人は
bickering.
その
Just
まま
pretend I'm
楽
not
しい会
here.
話をどうぞ続けてください。僕の
楽しいね。ここを出るのが嫌になるぐらい。
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
きっとネフェルは最後まで助けてくれるのだろうな
Something tells me you'll stand by us till the very end, Nefer.
へえ
Oh, and what makes you sure of that? What if I suddenly decided my compensation is insufficient?
お金の問題では
This
ない
isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Warrior. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
それ
2人とも互いのことをよく理解しているようだ
Like
な。
two peas in a pod.
ファルカ大団長のその口ぶり。
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
ラウマ私はあんたと違って
Unlike you, Lauma, I actually enjoy having everyone's hope up on my I don't enjoy having everyone's hope on my shoulders.
そうなのか
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you, and that's because I know that you're someone we can count on. Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get
さっさと
moving.
動くよダインスレイブさん
Mr. Dansley, let's talk. And Lumin, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with
後
me.
で私についてきてくれるかい
うん気づいちまったよ。ネフェルのことは俺よりもラウマに任せた方がうまくいくってな。
So for the future, I know that Lauma can always persuade Nefer.
このようなことを言うのは少し気が引けますが、面白いことを言いますね。
That's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
おなんだなんか間違ってたか
You think I've got it wrong?
正しいから面白いんですよ。
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so
今更
hilarious is how long it's
気づいたん
taken you
です
to
か？
realize. Nefer and Dansley converse intently for quite some time. From the gravity of their expressions, you can tell how heavily the next stage of the plan weighs upon them both. After a short chat, Albedo and Durin head off with Varka on what they describe as a sample-finding mission. Loma steps out for a while, then comes back loaded up with the emergency medicine. She tells you that while people rarely expect to get hurt, it's her duty to be ready when they do. You and Paimon wait patiently for Nefer content to see how well everyone is working together. Once Nefer is finished, you follow her and Lauma back to the curatorium. And that's it for today. Tomorrow we are continuing. I'm very happy that you all came here. I am going to rest now and we can continue and hopefully finish it tomorrow. I'm recording this in an evening and I need to let my parents rest in quiet. So I'm going to turn everything off for now, maybe edit this video and upload it on YouTube, and tomorrow we can continue. So see you all tomorrow, and for now, bye bye!